Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abilitas Capital. I hope you are doing alright and you are having some nice gains in the crypto market. So since I posted my last video, it's now I think 2 months ago or 1.5 months ago, we were pretty much lower than we are now. So I think this was around the 45k region or something like that, since we had that small dip over end of January. There was a good opportunity to restake and to buy some shitcoin, and that's what I did over the last 1.5 months. I had 3 very good plays that I will talk about in another video, and yeah, but today I would just like to make a quick recap of Bitcoin, what's going on with Bitcoin, where we're standing now in the bigger picture, also higher time frame, and I would also like to go to the lower time frame. And yes, let's start with a monthly. So I have here the monthly put on. So yeah, as I mentioned, over the course of February we had this nice rally. It was the biggest monthly candle print that we ever had. It was a $18,000 print, and we came close to the all-time high on February, and we broke the all-time high in January. So looking at this chart, over the last few months the trend got pretty parabolic, as you can see here on the yearly VWAP. So compared to 2021, you had more like a sideways ongoing VWAP. 2022 more of a bearish one, and 2023 Q1, Q2, Q3 was mostly sideways. As you can see here in Q4, we have a massive uptick with the VWAP, and currently the yearly VWAP is pretty bullish. So it's nice to be now risk on. We broke also the last all-time high 2 weeks ago. So yeah, there are many things to be bullish on the monthly. Yeah, we have next week the monthly close. It's something to watch, but yeah, we are pretty bullish on the bigger picture. I would also like to go to the weekly, daily, sorry, not the weekly. Here we are currently, here I have the quarterly VWAP. It's the same as the yearly VWAP till now, because yeah, we hadn't, because we're still in Q1 of this year. But yeah, the quarterly VWAP, I think it's one of the most bullish that ever were recorded in the history of Bitcoin. So as you can see, we traded most of Q1 outside of value from the VWAP. We came now here with this correction back to value. It's something pretty nice to see after such a massive uptrend, to get a bit of consolidation, and after that to get a small breakdown to get back into value. So we got back here into value, and now we got away from the value area high of our quarterly VWAP and are currently trading higher at 71,000. So it's also something to be bullish on, because we are now above the all-time high. And this was something to watch for. There were 2 zones that I marked out. The 60k area. It's pretty sad that we didn't get like a buying opportunity around this area, but we came pretty close here around 61k, and we rejected the area and got back above the all-time high. So it's something, it's pretty bullish above the all-time high. I think we can stay risk on. Below the all-time high, it's more like a stage where you should be concernedly bullish. I don't recommend to be fully retard above under the all-time high. and I think here around the below the 60k area, you should be leaning more to a defensive standpoint, as I think if 60k breaks, or 59 here around this area, we could get lower to the 52k area. So yeah, that's the quarterly VWAP. So currently very, very good structured. I think this will see now continuation from now on, as we now got here this dip on Bitcoin around 20%. So now would be a good time to get back with momentum. And yeah, also something to watch for, the Coinbase Binance Premium. What's that? So small explanation. Perp or future prices are most of the time ahead of spot, and this premium indicator just tracks the price of the perp of Bitcoin compared to the spot. In most cases, you have higher price of the perp compared to the spot, and this means that the perpetual side, or the higher risk side, because on perpetuals you can play with leverage, so most of the times the riskier players are in perpetuals. They go on to to put money in the market, and that's when you get here like an uptick with the premium. And in the case that the spot is leading the market, that means that the spot price is higher than the perp price. Then you can see here that that you get here an uptick. Sorry, I meant before, on if the perp price is higher than the spot price, then you have a spot sell pressure. So that means that here you get those downticks. It's also called in the expert language, it's called backwardation, when you get spot sell pressure, and if spot is leading the market, you get the so-called contango. So yeah, it's something to watch for, because when we broke here the all-time high at 74k, we had more of a backwardation. So that meant that spot was selling. But yeah, today we are now currently with momentum here, also with a contango. So this is pretty bullish. Yeah, nothing bearish here. So yeah, that was the month, the daily chart. Now let's get to the 4-hour chart, what I'm looking for. So here I have a nice PVP. This is a nice volume profile that I have here. So we had here now this week composite that has built. We left now this composite and are trading currently higher around now this 70k area. So let's see how this unfolds this week. Maybe we could trade higher with momentum, or we could build here now a new range if we just look at the volume profile. Also, I got here the monthly VWAP, which is more of a sideways movement compared to the quarterly, but we are currently trading above the value area high, so we are currently out of value. So something to look for. Maybe we can now catch some momentum, and yeah, hopefully we can get to higher prices. So yeah, looking at this, now we can get to the lower time frame stuff on the 1 hour. Also, you can see here that we built a very nice composite over the last week here on the volume profile. This nice range that we built. So yeah, that's the same as with the 4-hour chart. But yeah, what are my current thoughts about the market? I think now that we broke here this all-time high, I think we should lean more to a risk-on state. if we get below the all-time high, then I think we could get back to this choppy state of the market, where altcoins are not doing that much or slow bleeding out. But yeah, it's not something to be bearish on or to be sidelined on. I think this looks pretty good now that we are back above the all-time high, and we came out with momentum and also with contango, so nice spot buy pressure. So spot was bidding this up. That's pretty bullish on the chart. So yeah, hopefully we can send this to new all-time highs over the course of the next weeks. But yeah, this looks pretty good, and I think on the next videos I will talk about some spot plays that I'm currently having, because I decided to get away with the perpetual side of things, because I think now paying those funding rates on swing trades is pretty damn expensive. I have now currently 3 swing trades ongoing, but I will just let it for now with this video. I thank you very much, guys, that you tuned into a new video from mine, and I hope you can have a great week with some nice gains. So see you guys.